I was born in a backcountry croft, a simple farmer's son. I tilled the land my fathers had before. I thought this was my lot in life until the horsemen came and drowned my world in blood and death and gore. They slaughtered young, they slaughtered old, while searching for some prize. A bauble full of power they did claim. They said our lands were enemies, and so they killed my kin. Until then I'd not known my kingdom's name. Though no comet blazing high, tracing fire across the sky, though no portents glowed in heaven never cried. In a far part of the farm, a raider tried to do me harm. I swung my hoe, and so a foeman died. With doubt and dread all driving me, I madly ran for home. Found the ruin of my life, my loves, my land. In grief and rage I dug my graves and buried all my kin, then set down my spade and took a sword in hand. The butchers who had done this deed would pay a bloody price. To follow to the gates of hell I dare. As for that trinket that they sought, its power would be mine. I'd be the first to find this thing, I swear. Though no comet blazed on high, tracing fire across the sky, though no shooting star did streak the heaven's brow, you should always have a care of what oaths you choose to swear. Fate may decide to hold you to your vow. I tracked the killers easily, their trail was all too wide. Those marauders met their maker to a man. Though I'd avenged my family, I felt empty all inside as I beheld the bright blood on my hand. The killer's quest became my own, their prophecies my guide. A jumble full of gibberish it seemed. I made of them what sense I could, these riddles of the damned. Such mouthings only madmen could have dreamed. Though no comet blazed on high, tracing fire across the sky, though no ghost-like dance nor heavenly host arrived, after searching for a time, I found a farm attack like mine, and rode to rescue those that still survived. A family I saved that day, whose son did follow me. Ever after he'd be standing at my side. Together now we journeyed on to seek our storied prize, and so toward our city we did ride. We found a hamlet under siege, more minions of our foe, and as the town defenders took their stand, we fell upon the enemy, together cut them down, and when we left 2 townsmen joined our band. Though no comet blazed on high, tracing fire across the sky, though no angels came from heaven in white gowns, where we fought the raiders' threat, we were joined by those we met, while rescuing their families and towns. My quest had now become twofold, to seek a fabled find, and to defend my people and my land. As more men came to swell my ranks, attacks grew more intense, and hard pressed with those at my command. Assaults became more frequent, all directed at my troop. Such is the price of glory and of fame. Each fight grew ever harder than the one that came before. It seemed my enemy now knew my name. Though no comets blazed on high, tracing fire across the sky, though no trumpet note from heaven did resound, while his forces looked for me, I would strike where I should be, and took the fight to him on his home ground. We sped swiftly toward the tyrant of that famine-ravished land. His army was spread thin beyond recall. In final bloody battle my foe fell before my blade, his head adorned a pike above the wall. We opened fattened granaries to frighten starving folk. Those people were all victims whom we fed. They welcomed us with open arms and begged us to remain, and then they placed a crown upon my head. Though no comet blazed on high, tracing fire across the sky, though the earth did shake or heavenly choirs sing, could blind chance or destiny have caused such a thing to be? The farmer's son has now become a king. My quest is finally ended, for that token came to light, on which this land had squandered so much wealth. Where was it found, this mighty thing, for which men fought and died? In a closet, on a dark and dusty shelf. I hold it now here in my hand of magics. There are none, no power to grant might or wealth or fame, and yet I now possess these things because I sought the prize. I think of where I am and whence I came. Still no comets blaze on high, tracing fire across the sky, and this dream I hold is not the heaven's key. Though my people say I'm grand, I know I still am but a man. In my heart a farmer's son I'll always be, and proud am I that farmer's son to be.